I really like smelling people. If I'm dating, whatever, if a person smells good to me, that's a huge green flag. Hi, I'm Emily Ratajkowski, aka Rata, and I'm gonna take you to school, beauty school. Today I'm going to show you my way of applying my favorite fragrance. So let's get into it. My favorite fragrance is Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. I happen to be the face of it, the new face of it. Thank you so much. But honestly, I've always loved this fragrance. When I got the campaign, my friend was like, oh my God, I've been wearing that for years. Like, it reminds me of when I first moved to New York and I would buy it in Chinatown. And yeah, it's just it's a classic. So with this one, we're just gonna pop the top off. Pretty simple. And the way I learned how to apply perfume was from my mom. I feel like there were a couple things in her ritual when she would go out, and I knew like I was gonna be like staying home with a babysitter or whatever, where I knew she was getting serious, like a little bit more makeup, whatever, but one of the other things was putting on perfume, and just always represented like womanhood and adulthood to me. So this is how she did it, and this is how I do it. You take a wrist. I am right-handed, so I'm gonna use my right hand to apply the perfume and my left wrist, and then you just do one little spray at a little bit of a distance. Oh, it smells so good. And then you take whatever's landed on that wrist and you rub them together to pressure points, and then whichever one you want, I also do at my neck. Oh, so nice. And then I feel like it just kind of gets dispersed around your body. I feel like fragrance is something, it's a little like secretive, and especially the way that I apply it. I don't douse myself in it. I feel like it's kind of something you do, you know that you have it on, and it could be this extra thing that makes you feel good, and it's just kind of like a special extra step. I definitely think the worst thing you can possibly do is wear too much perfume. Like, nobody wants to be the person who you're like, oh my God, coughing because they have so much perfume on. So I definitely think like less is more. With fragrance, I've gone through different periods where I like haven't worn fragrance at all. You know, you kind of like come into contact with fragrances, and like obviously I knew about Flower Bomb, but becoming the face of it is a reason to wear it. So yeah. I like a fragrance that is strong. Like, I want to feel like I'm wearing perfume, but I also want it to really be able to blend in with my skin and my own smell and pheromones, and not overpower it. So that's super important to me with a fragrance. Eucalyptus reminds me of my home that I grew up in. I'm from San Diego, California, and it's like surrounded by eucalyptus trees. So whenever I smell eucalyptus or Torrey pines, it's like a 5-pined tree that I just, yeah, I feel like I'm back home in San Diego, or saltwater because it's right on the beach. I really like smelling people. If I'm dating, whatever, if a person smells good to me, that's a huge green flag. And yeah, I definitely think different perfumes smell differently on different people because of your body chemistry. So yeah. I don't have a day versus night scent. I feel like I'm more likely to wear perfume on a night out. Like I said, probably because of my mom, and because it feels like that extra step that makes me feel like I'm really like going somewhere. I don't always think to put on perfume in the morning. Thank you so much for listening to my beauty school lesson. Pretty simple way of applying perfume, but it's my way. I am off to dinner with friends, so I'll see you next time.